We will now start the press conference for Foreign Minister IWAYA. Please go ahead. Thank you very much for the hard work, everyone. Now, at the end of the diet session, I would like to look back on the diplomatic activities during my tenure. It has been about 9 months after I have taken this office. During this time, the international situation has been changing rapidly on a daily basis, every day. I am engaged in my work on a daily basis. Now, during the diet session, we appreciate the support that we have been receiving from the press corps of Gasumi-Gaseki. Now, first of all, I'd like to talk about the Japan-U.S. relations on a continuous basis. This continues to be the cornerstone of our diplomacy as well as national security. And the Japan-U.S. relations is an important cornerstone for stability as well as prosperity for the Indo-Pacific region. Right after President Trump took office in January, I visited the United States and I confirmed with Secretary Rubio about the unwavering relations between the Japan and United States relations. And I also accompanied Prime Minister Ishiba in February to meet with the President Trump. We have confirmed that we will elevate the relations into a higher level. As the international order is wavering, it is important to realize FOIP, free and open Indo-Pacific, which is based on the rule of law. Therefore, we will work with allied nations as well as like-minded nations and global south in cooperation in a multi-layered as well as a multilateral manner. We will continue to do so. Now, in China as well as with Republic of Korea, we would like to establish a future-based stable relationship going forward. Now, I have had 90 in-person meetings with my counterparts since I've taken office. I have had 40 telephone call discussions. I have visited 10 countries 10 times. That means that I have traveled around the globe 6.5 times. On a continuous basis, the situation in Ukraine as well as in the Middle East continues to be challenging. That is the reason why through dialogue as well as cooperation, I hope to proactively fulfill the role of Japan in the international community. Now, we would like to bring back the world that has been divided to a more coordinated, stable world. Furthermore, I'd like to talk about my future schedule. From the 24th to the 26th of June, I will be accompanying Prime Minister Ishiba, who will be taking part in the summit meeting of NATO. I will be visiting La Hague in the Netherlands. With the G7 countries, we will be holding bilateral meetings so that we can discuss the important international challenges. Furthermore, on the 23rd of June, as the first time as the foreign minister, on my part, I will be visiting Okinawa Prefecture. I will be taking part in the 80th commemorative memorial service of the Battle of Okinawa. This service is to pay respect and remember the departed souls of the fallen in battle as well as the victims of the war. It is an important opportunity to do so. As a foreign minister, I will be respectfully paying my respects and pray for the souls of the victims, all the victims of the Battle of Okinawa. That is all in terms of my opening remarks.
Kamimura-san of Yomiuri newspaper. This is Kamimura of Yomiuri. It has been 1 week since the start of hostilities between Iran, Israel. The G7 statement mentioned Israel's right to self-defense, but was Israel's preemptive attack an exercise of that right? What is Japan's assessment of this under the international law? And how do you view Iran's right to self-defense? Regarding Israel and Iran's situation, we, Japan, think that diplomatic efforts for de-escalation is important. G7 summit confirmed that the nuclear weapon development by Iran cannot be tolerated by any means, and that the resolution of the nuclear issue through negotiation is important. This was confirmed among the top leaders. In the communique that was issued based on the discussion, stressed G7 commitment for peace and stability of the Middle East. And in that context, we confirmed that Israel has the right to protect its own country. On that basis, regarding military action and Israel-Iran's exchange of attacks, the sufficient understanding of the facts are difficult, and so we refrain from giving definitive legal evaluation. But Japan once again requests that all parties to act in line with the international law. We will continue collaborating with G7 countries and the international community to take diplomatic efforts to de-escalate the situation.
JJ Press, Chiba-san. This is Chiba. I have a question regarding the relationship with ROK. On the 22nd, this is going to be the 60th anniversary of normalization of relations. And you have the Prime Minister has met with the President. How do you evaluate the current situation? And how would you like to develop the Japan-ROK relations going forward? What is your view in terms of the historical issues between Japan and Republic of Korea? As have mentioned, in Canada recently, we had the Japan-ROK summit meeting. It was conducted in a very pleasant manner. Furthermore, yesterday, as mentioned earlier, this was the 60th anniversary of the normalization of relationship between Japan and ROK. A reception was held, and Prime Minister Ishiba participated, and it was an outstanding event. Now, ever since the normalization of relations between the two nations from June of 1965, there have been many phases over the years. However, the exchange of the two nations, as well as a wide area cooperation, has expanded, and we are now proceeding forward into the future. Japan and Korea are partners that should cooperate because we are neighboring countries. Therefore, in the current global situation, the Japan-ROK relationship is more important than ever. That is my understanding. Therefore, going forward, with the President Dijon, as well as the Foreign Minister to be appointed going forward, we would like to engage in close communication with the ROK side. Because we are neighboring countries, there are some challenges between us. There could be a sensitivity. However, on the part of Japan, our governance position remain unchanged, and we hope that Japan and the Republic of Korea relations will be stable and progress going forward. Thank you.
Next, Kyodo News, Kajikawa-san. I have a question on the Japan-ROK. In the G7 summit, it agreed on the shuttle diplomacy. What is your take, once again, please? So, the Japan-South Korea top-level meeting, that summit meeting was done in a very good atmosphere under the leadership for the stable development of the two countries. We will continue promoting the collaboration, meaning shuttle diplomacy. We agreed that we will continue a close collaboration through shuttle diplomacy. So we have a very good basis, the foundation. The general public's exchange is active. And this year, the 60th anniversary of diplomatic relations, Japanese government will fully support the project, and this has been agreed upon the two countries. As I mentioned earlier, the new foreign minister will be appointed soon. I hope to meet the minister early on and have communication.
As Hari-san, Pan Orient News, please.
Pan Orient News. My question is about nuclear wars, possible in the Middle East. There are reports worldwide suggesting that the United States might join Israel in attacking Iran, although President Trump, he said he will make a decision after 2 weeks, but who knows when something like that happens. Some officials actually in Israel and its ally have even called openly for the use of nuclear bombs against Iran. Meanwhile, Japan and G7 expressed concerns about Iranian nuclear program only, and they seem to be tolerating, if not supporting, Israel nuclear arsenal. How do you think the possible expanding of such a war into a nuclear war would impact Japan and its economy? Thank you.
Now, as I have mentioned earlier, regarding the relations between Iran and Israel, we will make utmost effort in terms of diplomatic effort in order to de-escalate the situation. This is of utmost importance. At the G7 summit, Iran's nuclear weapons development cannot be tolerated, which was included in the statement of G7. Furthermore, the nuclear issue must be resolved through consultations. This was also emphasized at the G7 meeting and communicated accordingly. The action taken by Israel, as already mentioned today, is difficult to identify the details. Therefore, we cannot evaluate in terms of international law. But at any rate, it has to follow the international law, and the matter should be resolved through consultations. This is what we will strongly call for going forward.
Satomi-san from Asahi Newspaper. Satomi from Asahi Newspaper. So regarding the Okinawa visit that you mentioned, so when you were defense minister, You went to Henoko, where the soil started being injected. So I think you have thoughts on this. So will you tour the site? Do you have separate schedule? So my visit to Okinawa this time is extremely short. So we do not have much time in the schedule, but our Ministry of Foreign Affairs has an office there. So the working level members will confirm the situation. But we do not have much time to spend in Okinawa. Regarding Henoko, Phtenma base full return needs to be realized early so that we can lessen the burden on Okinawa, because the airport is regarded as the difficult part. And so we have strong interest in the progress. We hope that the initial target will be realized soon, and Ministry of Foreign Affairs will make the effort.
IWJ, Hamamoto-san, please. IWJ, Hamamoto. I have a question regarding Israel and Iran situation. G7 is allowing for self-defense right of Israel, although it has engaged in preemptive rights. But Israel is, but G7 is only criticizing Iran for the development of nuclear, as even though it has been preemptively attacked. And there is a possibility that Netanyahu, PM Prime Minister in 2002, has talked about Iraq having weapons of mass destruction, and Iraq war has occurred. What is your evaluation? As I have already mentioned, in the G7 summit meeting, for the Middle East overall, there has to be the Middle East overall peace has to be emphasized. And in that context, Israel has the right to protect its nation. That was mentioned, but we also emphasized on the part of G7 that the matter has to be resolved through consultations. So we will refrain from making a legal evaluation. On the part of Japan, we do not agree with the finding solutions through force, but rather have all the related parties engage in consultations to resolve this conflict. Thank you. That is the end.